Good morning. This is Arlene Arnold, and I'm here with the focus for the week. And today we have a luminary that's called Vortality. And Vortality includes even and odd numbers. So the numbers of repetitions of the different parts of this luminary are 10, 11, and 12. Now, what you'll notice is the center part of it seems more like it moves, and the outer part, especially the white configurations, feel like they are more solid and present to hold things in space. So that is part of what happens with the even and odd numbers. Now, Vortality is a really interesting luminary. I find that I go back to it again and again and again. And I want us to see that it's telling us something about our time right here, right now. And I've chosen just one sentence from the book that I think is really relevant right now. This is part of the reflection on Vortality. Organically evolving, creatively responsive, playfully present, seekers move with, within, and through the vibrations of a changing earth. So what we're learning to do is to be organically evolving. And there's not a way that we cannot evolve because we have so many energies coming into us from beyond the earth that are affecting the earth and affecting us. And what's happening is that is encouraging us to raise our frequency. Now, for people who avoid that or who push back on that, it makes their lives very difficult. It also shows up in physical kinds of responses. So what our job is to be aware and say, okay, these energies are coming in. The purpose of this is for me to change my frequency, and I need to be aware of that. So we need to evolve in a way that is not trying to create that evolution and not pushing back at that evolution, but being with it, especially in relationship to the earth. And the next part of this is creatively responsive. So one of the things that happened to me this last few weeks and that I've been working on inside myself is that I injured my knee. And so it has meant that I can't dance and I can't hike and I can't do some of the things that I really enjoy doing. So my response was to be resentful, say, why am I being held back? And then in meditation a few days ago, I heard the sentence, which I think is the name of a book. It's called Bloom Where You're Planted. So I was like, okay, I am planted right here and now with a situation where I can't move in the same ways that I have before. So how can I bloom? How can I be my best self in the midst of what is given here, instead of just being upset about it or doing what I did last week, which was to push myself too much. And that, no, it was week before last. And so that has made it worse. And now I'm having to come back to where I had gotten to in my recovery. So now I'm very focused on how to be creatively responsive. What can I do during this time that is really effective and really gives me a lot of satisfaction? And then the next part is playfully present. So there's a lightness to that. You know, we can be light and serious at the same time. We can know what's going on in the world. We can see the many people that are having a difficult time that we really care about. And yet we can, in what we're doing within ourselves and within our work, we can bring a playfulness to that, even while we hold a place for the seriousness of what is going on. And the last part of this is seekers move with, within, and through the vibrations of a changing earth. So that means that we have to be totally present. We're moving with what's happening in the earth and the changing frequencies. And we're moving within. So within us, there are changes going on. And we're moving through these frequencies, but not in terms of avoiding it, not in terms of pushing it away, but in terms of experiencing it. So that's a lot to take in, but it's really important. We're in a time where the usual kinds of ways of being are not working, and we have to find a creative way to respond to what's going on for us and what's going on in the world. So if you heard a little jingling in the background, that's my cat Checkers. Oh, does he like to play in the morning when I'm trying to make a video? So we have that creative playfulness going on around us this morning. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful week. This is Arlene Arnold, and I hope that you will go to our website, transformationaltools.com.